Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another weekly roundup. I am Melanie Youngsma, publisher of the Lansing Journal, here again with Josh Bootsma, our managing editor.
Good morning, everyone.
It's been another busy week in Lansing, and we have a lot to cover.
That's right. Today's theme is reasons a community newspaper is important. And this week we kind of saw some of the full spectrum. So there are really uplifting things that everyone's happy to read, and then there are some things that are very important but happen to be sad. Melanie, you experienced one of those on Sunday, I believe it was.
Yeah, the Lansing Veterans Memorial Ceremonial Honor Guard reached out to me this past week and asked if I could attend a special service that they were holding for Sergeant Taylor Roadlander. He's not from Lansing, but he has Lansing connections. He served with people who are from Lansing, and he died tragically in January, and his fellow service members wanted to honor him. So they held a service on Sunday. Some members of his family were able to attend, and the Lansing Journal was able to be there as well. And we recorded the service, and now there is an online record of that memorial service that we could share with his family, and they can share it with people who weren't able to attend the service. And so it was an honor for us to be there, and we really appreciate the Honor Guard for asking us and inviting us and making us aware of that private ceremony. And kind of a sad event, but so important that we could be there to record it for history.
Right.
And to serve our veterans that way.
That's right. And in that same vein of news categories that aren't always easy or happy when you read about them, crime and police falls into that same category, I would say. And we'll link some stories below from this week related to our crime and police category that you can read. That's not stuff that we like to read about happening in Lansing, but it does happen. And it's important. It is important. It's our role as we are community builders. We are also there to report accurate, fact-based news, and that's part of our crime coverage. So you can read about those stories as well.
And we also are happy to provide just basic information that's important for families in Lansing.
Right.
So in our education category this week, Jim Masters has been busy. He published a story about District 171 this week, and you said he has 3 other stories that are in the works, right?
That's right. He has more stories in the works about District 158, talking about the bids awarded for the Lester Crawl Center, which they've got lots of work going on over there, so that's important for a lot of people in District 158. News about the new Revis principal, and some news about COVID-19 protocols in the year coming up. So stay tuned for more news from Jim Masters. He's been busy doing a great job for us.
It's hard to believe, but next month is really when school kind of starts up again.
It's crazy, isn't it?
And things will be different again this year, and so it's important that we cover that news and provide that information. So if you are not a subscriber, please subscribe so you get those updates.
Right.
I'll put the subscription link below. Lansing Journal subscribers are the first to receive news every morning.
Yeah.
They receive an email at 5 a.m. Some people actually read it at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Others wait until 7 o'clock or later in the day. But our subscribers are the first to get the news every day. And then later on we share news on our Facebook page, and some people read the news there. But we like giving it to our subscribers first, so make sure you subscribe.
That's right. Some months ago, we reported that the TF South badminton team had a very successful season. It's girls badminton. And they actually, in May, were able to go and watch an Olympian train in Bolingbrook. So Coach Bob Tankstrand has been coaching badminton between TF South and TF North for close to 40 years now. And he has a connection at the Bolingbrook, I think it's the Pioneer Badminton Club it's called, in Bolingbrook. And Beiwing Zhang was training there in May.
Wow.
She's going to be appearing in the Olympics. She is ranked 14th in the world when it comes to women's singles badminton. She's the only U.S. athlete ranked in the top 25 in the world for either gender in any event in badminton.
Wow.
So she has the best chance. The U.S. has never medaled in badminton, which is one of the few events we never have medaled in. But she has a fighting chance. This could be the year that the U.S. medals in badminton. And how cool for the TF South athletes. 4 girls were able to meet her and talk with her, get autographs. Coach Bob said he was able to speak with her multiple times and talk about what she thinks her chances are going up in the Olympics. And
That's exciting.
really fun stuff. Yeah. So the Olympics start this weekend, as you probably know, and those TF South girls will be getting together and having a pizza party and watching Beiwing Zhang hopefully bring home a medal for the U.S. So very cool stuff.
You know, Josh, I love badminton.
You do?
Yeah.
I did not know that about you.
It's true. Growing up in Lansing, I used to play badminton in the backyard with my brothers and sisters and the neighborhood kids. But that is not real badminton. I learned when I went to college that real badminton is much faster and meaner. You really slam that little shuttlecock, and it's a whole different game.
Yeah.
So I learned that in college, and now nobody will play badminton with me because I play too mean.
Because you're too intense. Well, you'd get along well with the TF South badminton team, then I'm sure, because that's how they're learning to play. I guess once you play competitive like that, you can't go back to playing the backyard style.
Really.
Oh, that's fun. Well, you'll get a kick out of watching Beiwing Zhang then.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Hopefully she can pull a medal for the U.S. That'd be really cool.
I'm rooting for her.
Another category that it's important to have a community newspaper for is, of course, businesses. We have so many wonderful businesses in Lansing. And if you are a regular reader and a subscriber, you know that the Lansing Journal is committed to covering the businesses in Lansing, new business openings, business anniversaries, ribbon cuttings, anything. We are committed to covering the business community because that is important to Lansing.
Right. There's a new business ribbon cutting on Friday afternoon that the Lansing Journal will be at. And probably by the time you're viewing this video, I'll be able to have a link to that story below. And you mentioned there's a 10th anniversary of another business in Lansing.
Yep, that's Quick Scripts on Ridge Road. They're celebrating their 10th anniversary on July 30. So kind of a fun event.
Yeah. They are a well-loved local business,
Yep.
and we hope to be at that event as well.
Yep.
So many reasons to love your Lansing Journal, your community newspaper. Veterans, education, sports, business, those are all things that happened just in the past week, and the Lansing Journal was there.
That's right. Yep. We're committed to providing that kind of coverage, and obviously the best way for you to get that kind of coverage is how we mentioned earlier, to become a subscriber down below. So we encourage you to do that, and if you are a subscriber watching this, we thank you for subscribing, and we hope you'll be willing to support us when the time comes so we can continue to provide this kind of coverage to the Lansing community.
Exactly. Thank you all. That's it for this week's roundup, and we'll see you next week.
Have a good week, everybody.